Forgot to hit, yeah, yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Got
I
to hit
forgot.
record. But yeah, no,
Yeah.
it there's I think I went over the Ho'oponopono with you, or did I? Or I
Yeah.
can do it again. But the whole idea of the Ho'oponopono, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, and I love you. It's like there are times where you cannot talk to the people you love because they won't hear it, or they won't even give you a
Mm-hmm.
chance to say what you want to say. They'll cut you off, or you'll never get the words out that you want to express. But with Ho'oponopono, you're connecting with people on an energetic level. So when you're saying,
Mm-hmm.
and so you just kind of pull the person in front of you, like your sister, and you say, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, and I love you. Because the main thing is just the love that we have for one another. It's not about who's
Mm-hmm.
right, who's wrong. It's not about blame or shame. It's just about let's just get back to the love because that's all that matters.
Mm-hmm.
And even though they're not sitting in front of you at the time that you're doing this prayer, it's basically a prayer, you are energetically connecting with them and they feel it on an energetic level. So something shifts not only within you, but also something shifts within them because
Mm-hmm.
then they're all and you're giving them a chance to raise their vibration to
Mm-hmm.
because the density, conflict is density and it's heaviness, and
Mm-hmm.
it takes a lot of effort to be in that place or to be angry or to it's so much easier to let things go and release it and not hold on to stuff because that's what weighs us down. And
And
then,
I felt the shift. Like it really today was a huge awareness of that shift. Like it really did not affect me like it used to. So,
yeah, that's huge. You could be, some people, we either go into flight or fight. And, and, in that sense, when you're in that place of calm, in that place of
Mhm.
stillness, you could be around anybody and they
Mhm.
will not have an effect on you because you're in your heart space. You're in your solid down to your toes body, and they're not going to shake you. They're not going to move you. They can curse you out right to your face or whatever it is, but they're not going to have an effect because you're in this state of knowing, in this
Mhm.
state of peace. And it's so empowering to get
Mhm.
to that place and to feel the energy and vibration of truth because so many people will pull us into their drama,
Mhm.
right? Because their life is miserable or they're unhappy or they're whatever, whatever, whatever. And misery loves company. They love to drag you in to that lower vibrational place. But if you can maintain your vibration at a higher level, like above all of that, you don't get sucked into that lower vibrational energy, and then they have no effect. It's like they could shoot bullets at you. It's like the Matrix. They could shoot all the bullet and you're just gonna lean back and just the bullets are gonna whiz by because you're in that state.
Well, it reminds me what I had talked to my son about before because it was very similar to the fact where I was telling him, if you really believe you're a beautiful soul, a beautiful person, and you believe it, somebody can call you ugly, disgusting, and it really doesn't affect you because you know with every cell in your body that you're a beautiful soul. It reminds me of like, so they can't touch you. And that's what I feel like empowered me in this situation was like, I know that I, I stand strong of who I am as a wife, as a, as a partner, as a human. And if somebody can't see that, it's not my issue. Like I know deep inside there's nothing else I can do to convince them, only that they have to see it. So if they don't see it, there's nothing I can do. So I felt really convicted in my in the situation. I was like, I
Yay.
don't care now. I really don't care because I am who I am, and there's nobody that's gonna make me second guess because I was like, well, is this a message for me to I need to show my husband more attention? Is this a message to me that I need to change something? And I was like, no, it's not. This is not what it's about. So I walked away with my head up high and like skipping and being like, I'm okay.
Yay.
Yeah,
Dancing.
I'm okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it
Yeah.
was good. It was really good for me to go through that, to find my strength again in who I am. So, yeah,
No,
so
that's
thank you.
awesome. I applaud you. Very good. Awesome. Is that your older sister or your younger
No,
sister?
yes, she's the middle child. So it's me. I have a sister who's 11 months, and then her who's 2 or 3 years. And then I have another sister that passed away, and then a baby brother.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, we're so affected by our family and our
Mm,
family's opinion of us or, how they view us or whatever it is. And yeah, it's very freeing that we can break that karmic pattern.
hmm
Because most of the people that we share our lives with, most of our family members, are people that we've had past lives with, you know.
hmm
We've had certain conditions, certain experiences, certain things along the way that, oh yeah, and so whatever that karma was with you and your sister, you can let that go now. So you're creating a new pattern.
hmm
Karmic patterns don't have to be locked in to place. They're just, you know, residual leftovers from some past life. But now you're creating a new karmic pattern. And it's great because
hmm
if you could do it with your sister, you could do it with anybody. It's like,
Yes. Yeah, I have. So my sister is one of my greatest teachers, or um, I'll give you another situation that just came up with her that really has triggered me. So for Christmas, we're all going down to San Diego. She lives in Arizona, where I live, and I rented an Airbnb just for me, my husband, and my son. And then all of a sudden, I get this idea I want to be with my family. So I invited my other brother and his wife to join us at the Airbnb. And then I invited my other sister, who's already in San Diego and has a place, to just come and be with us. And then I invited this sister from Arizona to come. And they're all going to come. And then I find out from my other sister that my sister here in Tucson has told her that she's going to bring her granddaughter with us. And I was like, she didn't even ask me. Like, why would
mm,
she do this? Because it's a different dynamic having a child there with
yeah,
us. And so I kind of got like, not kind of, I was like,
right.
why does she do that? and didn't even say, hey, is it okay that you invited me, that I bring my granddaughter with us? Because I love kids, but I don't want to be around them my whole vacation if they're not
Right.
mine.
And you guys are going to be, adults
Yeah,
talking about
it's
all
the whole,
different things.
yeah. So I haven't told her that I know yet that she had already planned this because I'm waiting for her to say, like, hey, Alicia is going to be there and I'm going to try to word it like, I don't mind if she comes for a day, but I really don't want the whole vacation to be with her because I love this little girl. I really do. I feel like she's a spitting image of my spirit. So it's not about that, but
Yeah.
she does ask for a lot of attention, especially
Of
if I'm
course.
there. Yeah, so I'm waiting for her to do that, but little things like that bother me about my sister that I realize like,
Right.
I
Well,
just want to be I want her to know like she should actually ask me before she makes a plan, especially if it involves me and I invited her to my space, to so that's one thing I'm dealing with that I'm waiting for her to tell me um, that she invited her granddaughter to stay with me or to stay with us. Yeah.
yeah. Well, I mean, part of the frustration is this feeling of no control, that you don't have control over the situation, and she's taking control. So there are different ways that you could take back control because it's all about this control, this tug of war thing. I like your idea of she can come for a day, but then you could also say, great, well, you can get a separate accommodation for you and the granddaughter. But we're going to be a bunch of adults just playing around and we don't really have room for
Hmm.
a little kid or, um, yeah, like you said, just come for a day, and that's it and go. But it's all about taking control. This is your project. This is
Hmm.
your creation, and she's trying to jump in. This is another pattern.
Yes.
Your creation is also you and your husband, and again, she's trying to jump into that creation.
Mhm.
Her daughter's creation is her and her family, and she's trying to jump into that creation. So, yeah, it's just about you think this is my creation, this is what I'm intending,
Mhm.
and you're welcome. And there is a word no that
Yeah.
could be used and say no. I that's not what I'm planning on doing. This is not how I want it to unfold. And if you want to do that, you go and get your own place and do your own thing with your own granddaughter. But
Mhm. I like that.
yeah, with her, yeah, she's gonna try and she's trying to take over control. Being younger too is like they get most of the attention or things shifted where the older one kind of, as the kids come on, and the mom has less time for the older one. She figured, oh, she's set and they got to focus on the younger ones. So, part of that is her thinking she can just do whatever she wants, or she's, getting all the attention, or she's, blah, blah, blah. So
Yeah.
that's
It's
clearing
gonna be a
that.
mess if I don't put my thing down.
Yeah, and as crazy as it sounds, and it may sound, it would actually be really good for her to have you do that because she's not going to learn any other way.
Mm-hmm.
She's not going to change any other way unless someone puts her in her place, tells her the situation, and says, no, this is not okay. Otherwise, she'll keep
Mm-hmm.
doing it and she'll keep doing it and she'll keep doing it, and she's never going to change. And
Right.
um, you, as an older one, is like a kind of like the parent in a way. Uh, how many years difference are the two of you?
Three. I believe we're three apart. Three. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
She 71, 78, 69, 70. Yeah, 3 years.
right. So you're like more, you know, of the parent saying, honey, no, that's not okay. But you could say it in a
Mhm.
nice way. You could say, oh, that's really nice. You want to be with your granddaughter, but that's not what I want. And I'm the one running this.
Mhm. Like it reminds me of when you bring your friends along and your mom's like, no, my vacation's with the family, not your friends, too. It's almost like that feeling like,
Yes.
no, that's not what I had in mind. This is
Oh,
the siblings, at
right. And
Christmas.
you guys,
So,
you want to talk about things, you want to get rowdy, you want to drink, you want to play, whatever you want to do. Yeah. No, it's a different atmosphere when you have a little
it
kid. When
is.
you have a little kid, they're the focus, right? They're the center of
Yeah.
attention and they, what
Uh,
they want and they throw tantrums and everything else. And it's like, this is your vacation.
Yeah. Okay. Well, good. I can't wait. I know it's going to be a rough thing, but I just couldn't believe my sister told me, and I was like, I had no idea she was planning on bringing Alicia. And my other sister was like, yeah, not a way that I want to spend my 4 days for Christmas. And I was like, don't back out. I'll take care of this. Don't worry.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's funny that these things come up in our lives, but it's just another confirmation. And you I just want to correct one thing. You said, I
Okay.
know it's going to be difficult. You don't even have that intention. It's going to be easy. I'm going to be able to talk to her. I'm going to tell her straight out. I'm going to be nice about it. I'm not, I don't have to fight her on it and say, nope, that, I heard, and you could approach her and say, listen, I heard through the grapevine or however you want to bring it up that, yeah, that, and just say simply, no, that's not the type of vacation we're planning. So
Mhm.
you could spend New Year's or another holiday with your lovely
Yeah.
granddaughter. But if you want to come with us, this is what we're doing. And nothing against Alicia, but she's not invited. And then just say,
It's like those weddings. It's like those weddings, no children allowed. You know how the
right, right.
invitations were adults
Yeah,
only.
yeah. And why not? And it's
Yeah.
not, I mean, you're playing, yeah, yeah. So, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's not like you're being a meanie or cruel or it's like,
And that's what I feel like I didn't want to hurt her feelings because I know that that's hard, when
yeah, but
somebody's
she's not
it's
th
not
she's not thinking
difficult.
about your feelings, is she?
Yeah, that's
But you're
true.
but you're thinking about her feelings. I mean, you know, it's actually you're teaching her how to be in a relationship. It's like, no,
Hmm.
this is that you can't just invite people. And
Hmm.
it sounds like you got a full house already. Probably don't
Hmm.
have a lot of room. It's like, no, sorry. And you don't have to make a big deal. You could just say, sorry, it's not going to work for you to bring Alicia. And then just
Zip it.
Don't zip it. Just just drop the bomb and be silent. And then she's, oh, but she really wants to come in. And well, you can get your own Airbnb and you can spend some time with her there.
And you can come visit for a second, but
Yeah, yeah. It's part of that stableness. And this we're we're so concerned about other people's feelings, but it's not just her feelings that you have to consider. You have to consider the other
hmm
people attending, like your other sister
Yeah.
and your in-law, your relatives and everybody and your husband, everybody else. You're thinking about their feelings.
hmm Exactly.
Yeah. No, it's an interesting dynamic when we do it family and they put us in these situations and you're like, okay,
It's an opportunity, right, to stand in our truth of what we really want.
opportunity, another opportunity. And it's funny, it's like the universe is like, okay, how solid are you? I
Mhm.
don't feel like the universe tests you, but they give you opportunities to say, oh, okay, you're feeling good about this. Let's see how good you feel about this. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, interesting for sure. I know my mom and dad are up there laughing, going like, this is how it is when you have lots of siblings and to
yes.
try to make everybody happy at once. So,
Yeah, you can't. You can't.
mm-mm, no, no.
But they could still be happy, but they don't all get their way, even as
hmm
children. They don't all get their way all the time. And yeah, so yeah, it's a journey. Life's a journey. And there's
It's
people
beautiful right
like,
now. So I'm enjoying it. I have to tell you, I went to a Reiki retreat last weekend,
oh,
and
nice.
the lady doing the Reiki on me afterwards said, I see dolphins. I saw
Oh,
dolphins in you while she was working on me. And I'm like, oh, well, I came back from Hawaii not too long ago. And it was beautiful because in my session, my message that I got was it's time to play. Like I've been doing all these studies, like going to retreats, going to all these things, but it was almost like put down the books and play, like go enjoy. And I really feel like I'm embracing that play and adventure and exploring. So
yeah, yeah,
I thought that she saw dolphins because I'm staring at the dolphin in your
yes,
background. Go, remember me?
yes, totally. So, I went to a comedian here. His name is Tamua. He's a Hawaiian. He's half Samoan, half Filipino. And his
Oh,
his joke is, I could climb up a coconut tree because I'm Samoan, but I don't know how to get down because I'm Filipino. He's just he's just a comedian. He's really funny.
oh, that's hilarious.
So he interacts with people in the audience, right?
Uh-huh.
Interviewed, he starts, they shine the light on the audience and he says, oh, what do you guys do? What do you do for a living? So this guy is there. He's like, oh, I'm the captain of Blue Dolphin Charters. It's the boat that you go on. Did you go on that boat?
No, we
In,
went on sea safari in Kona. We didn't go.
you didn't go on the boat
I
trip?
don't know which boat. I don't know which boat we went on to the last day to the Nepali coast. I can't remember.
I think it was Blue Dolphin because I got him discounted tickets. But
Oh,
anyway,
it was then. It was.
yeah, I think it was. So the guy is like, oh yeah, and he's there with his wife. He's like, oh yeah, I'm a captain. And he's like, oh, Captain, well, oh, Blue Dolphin Charters. And he's like, He's like, "Oh, you see dolphins?" He's like, "Oh yeah, we see dolphins every day." And the and then of course he's a comedian and he starts saying, "Oh, how did you meet your wife? Did you say, 'Hey, you want to ride my dolphin?'" It is like making all these dolphin jokes. And then he made these dolphin noises like and all these sexual connotations with the dolphins. It was hilarious. And of course, my friends are like looking at me like of all people, we're in this comedy shop. What are the odds? Of course, the guy's going to be talking about dolphins.
I was thinking you were gonna say that he focused on you two right after that, and that you were in the Dolphin Wellness Center.
Oh, yeah. No, no. I was way in the back because I know that he interacts with the audience. I'm like, I am not going to get chosen up there. But he was funny. I can't even remember all the, but like dolphin jokes.
Oh my
Like,
God.
hey, honey, want to ride my dolphin? I'll take you for a ride. Oh my God.
It's so funny too, because I went to go to this lunch get together at one of my husband's family members, and they're renting a house in Scottsdale, Arizona. Literally, you're walking into the house, and there's this big uh, dolphin statue, and I'm like, who would put this here? Like it was so awkward, like right in the middle. And of course, I have to go and take a picture by it. But I was like, ask the owner what made him put this, and it's taller than me. The dolphin is a big statue, but
Wow.
it was, yeah, I'm like, dolphins are like surrounding my aura or whatever.
Yes,
It
yes,
was
yes.
talking to me.
That's how it goes. That's how it goes. Once you start pulling them in, I'm teaching a class of how to pull dolphins in to your healing practice or your healing world or whatever everybody has different and because people have been asking me, did you do the Seth thing? Did you go to any of the sessions?
Did. I'm trying to think. What day were you? I only
I
did the
was
first day.
Tuesday. Tuesday?
Wait,
Wednesday. I was
you were the
Wednesday.
first day?
I was the second one.
Okay. Okay, I only did the first day, and I didn't do the other two, but I
Oh,
know they're on
Dr.
replay.
Ann.
Now, why am I so confused? I'm telling you, my
Dr. Lisa. Dr.
brain.
Lisa.
Lisa Thompson. Yes. Okay, Lisa. Yes. I listened to her. But I only did hers the first day, and I didn't do the next 2 days. Um, so I got to go back on replay. That's what I'm saying. I'm like into so many things that I need to like start just experiencing, you know? So
Right.
what were you gonna say? What was in it?
So in there was a
Ask you about
woman.
that.
What?
Uh-huh. I was gonna say, did somebody ask you how you call the dolphins in?
Well, somebody was, asking me, yet they said, "Oh, I feel like there's dolphins there." But then there was a woman that asked me a really difficult question, actually. She said, I went to go swim with the dolphins in Mexico with my husband, my then husband, and my son. And I was terrified of the dolphins. She's like, I didn't want to get in the water. I didn't want to be with them. I wasn't, why did I hate being around the dolphins so much? And it was that's, kind of a challenging question, right? Like most people love
Mhm.
dolphins. They see the dolphins. They love the dolphins. Well, for her, so then my guides kicked in and they told me what was going on. And for her, it was that she was I asked her, are you very empathetic? And she said, yes. And I said, were those dolphins in captivity in Mexico? And I know how they treat the dolphins in that area usually. And she says, yes. And I said, I think those dolphins were angry. They weren't very happy dolphins that were swimming around doing these tricks and things for people. They're probably separated from their families. They're probably not treated very well. They're probably stuck in this small area that they can only swim in. And I think you were just empathetically connecting with the anger of that dolphin. And I wouldn't want to get in the water either if there was a angry dolphin in the water. And yeah, so and then she's like, "Oh my God, yes." And it really set this chain of reaction to her, and she made comments uh on the website about it afterwards, that she had an understanding of her empathy, how much she empathizes, and basically she takes on other people's stuff.
Mm,
And
mhm,
it's really important for us to have boundaries. And I mean, there's one thing to be sympathetic, but when we are
mhm,
empathetic, it's hurting us. Sympathetic, sure, somebody,
mhm,
she says, I see poor people in the street, I sympathize with them, and yeah, but I don't like have this anger. It's a different um, emotion. And the thing is, you can sympathize with your sister. You can understand that she comes, like maybe she's lonely, maybe she's looking for acceptance, maybe she's looking for approval, constantly trying to be the center of attention, trying to, because of her
mhm,
own insecurity. But to empathize and to take on her pain and take on her anger or whatever emotion she's feeling, that doesn't help us. And that's not what we
mhm,
do. We're not here to save everyone. We're here to empower everyone. Together we rise. We're here to be in our, like you are right now, you're powered in self, and for her also to be empowered. If we give in to other people's drama or, let them take us out of our Zen place, then there,
mhm,
then nobody wins. They don't win either. Like, oh yeah, I got her, or I got her to cave in and let me do this or whatever. And they don't win. Nobody wins. It's when we stand in our own power. And the fact that her marriage failed, and I think that was also part of it, is that she was taking on other people's pain up to a point where she's like, no more. And that's when she would get divorced. But it's not,
mhm,
that's not our job. We're not here to do that.
mhm,
We're not here to take on other people's pain. We're not here to be the martyr that's
mhm,
going to suffer and, I'll save you, I'll take care of you. No, we're all here to ascend. It's not just one person. We're all ascending together. And if we're not allowing them to advance on their spiritual path, then we're not helping. This is,
mhm. We're not contributing to the goodness of everyone, I think. You made a good point because the other day I had a situation with her where she's very germophobic, and I get that. That's her deal, but my son went to take a cigarette from the street to smoke. It wasn't his, and I wasn't there, but she got so wrapped up in like, oh my God, I can't believe you're doing that. I don't want you to use my dishes, da 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 da. So she called me and I couldn't calm her down. I was like, sister, I get it. You are this way, but my son's a different way. And you guys are extremists. Like he's not germophobic at all. And you are here, but you've got to find a middle. And so she kept going and I couldn't do it anymore. I was like, I can't talk to you about this anymore. I cannot say anything to you to get through to you. I said, I have to go. And so I hung up the phone and I let it go.
yeah,
I was like, that's her thing. And the next morning she called me and she's like, I am so sorry. I'm apologizing to you. And I also apologize to your son. Like, I get it. Like, I am really germophobic. And I was like, okay, that's fine. I said, but I just couldn't take on that energy. It was so awful
Yeah,
that I had to just separate. I was like, I gotta go. I can't do it. So I hear what you're saying. I think when we um stand in our truth, it makes other people look at the old situation without trying to
right.
convince them any other, but it does help. It helps shake them into a moment of like looking and reflecting, on their own um response to things. So I love that you say that. It's not my issue on how they're going to
Yes.
react. It really is. So thank you, because that just came to me right now. It's like, why am I feeling like this is my issue if I hurt her feelings? Because it's not my intent. It's just me
No.
standing in my truth. It's not really me doing anything other than stating what my intention is. And that's not a wrong. That's not a bad.
And
So,
and it's not even selfish. It's honoring yourself. There's a
mhm,
difference, you know. Selfish is doing things that hurt other people. You have no intention of doing something that's going to hurt somebody else. But if they get
mhm,
hurt because of their issue, that's on them. And the
mhm.
best thing you
That
could do
was my
is
message
point
that
it out.
came through with you. I was like, yeah, why am I worried?
Yeah, yeah. See, the dolphins are helping.
Yeah. Oh, I do have to tell you, I also was like that lady. Years ago, probably 15 years ago, I went to Florida with my husband's
Really?
uncle, and he kept saying, "You got to swim with the dolphins." I was like, "No, that's okay. Thank you. No, no." And I kept resisting because remember, I didn't like water. Second of all, I
Right.
definitely did not want to swim with something that could take me into the water deeper. Like that was my thought. And then I finally was like, all right, he keeps bugging me. Like maybe this is an experience. I'm gonna do it. And I actually enjoyed it. Like after it, I was like, they were so loving and gentle, and I had fun. But I was like with that lady, just like, no, 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 not gonna do. But it was my own. I already knew my fear of the water, fear of being with an animal that could possibly take me under farther than I wanted to go, but it was beautiful. So,
That's
yeah,
awesome. And then also, like, when we did the dolphin energetics, you didn't even want to go, I don't like the water. I don't like the water now.
I went last in the last group and I was like, oh, maybe I just really won't even get in the water. Yeah. No, it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, I feel like I'm coming full circle. Like all my fears are being
Right.
shown to me now and I'm healing them. So I feel like it's
Mhm.
really a healing journey for me that I'm on for, and that's why they're all coming up and bubbling up so that I could address them instead of keeping them down. So I'm loving it.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, no, I'm really happy for you. I mean, the progress you made in the short time, yeah, it's amazing. Really is amazing.
Yeah.
You're a good student. I mean, you actually take these things to heart and you actually, yeah, study them, learn them, reflect on them. That's it. That's awesome. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I would say this time your homework is, I know you got to go, right?
No,
This,
I like homework. I
okay.
am like a nerd at heart. I'm like, give it to me. What do I need to do?
All right. So I want you to listen to that. Did you sign up for the free thing with Seth or did you pay for the full?
I did the free one.
Yeah. So in the free session that I have, I want you to listen to it
Okay.
and listen to what that woman says. And see, there is no coincidence. Like, why would I bring it up? Obviously, it needs for
Mhm.
something for you to hear. And reflect on it and to journal about your experience, like what you had to go through with the dolphins to break through that vibration, that energy, and to understand and to write about the difference between sympathy and empathy,
Okay.
and even learn about it, go into the definition, go into what that means, because it's really an important lesson for us all to understand that that line, because sometimes it's a very fine line and we can't always tell the line between sympathy and empathy, because you don't want to be a mean person and not sympathize somebody's crying or yelling or screaming, of course we want to be sympathetic to what they're going through, but also not to that point of empathy where we're hurting ourselves. So
Can I
it's,
ask a question?
yeah,
So can you take this scenario and let me know under which definition this falls under?
yeah,
So when I was young, will say maybe 9, 10. My father kept rabbits in a cage that I thought were our pets. And then to come to find out, we ate them.
right.
Um,
I had a similar thing.
I lost it. I could not fathom the thought of us eating a pet. So I had trauma from that, which then came back to the surface when I was 30 years old. I was eating ground beef and I was chewing. And at that time, it was like a grizzle or a bone. And I was like, oh, what was that? And my ex-husband at that time said, it's probably just bone. I lost it. I reconnected with the animal and I went vegetarian for 8 years. And still till this day, every time I see like an animal or like I can't eat steak, I can't eat chicken wings, I just can't break this connection of eating a living animal. So is that empathy and hurting my decision of my dietary needs? Because my husband will always say to me, babe, you need protein. You need to eat some meat. Like you need to. And I'm just like, well, I don't feel it. Like I can't grasp the thought about it right now. Maybe I will later, but I just can't do it right now.
No, that's not sympathy and empathy. That is that's more like past life. And maybe next time we'll do a past life regression into what that might be,
Okay.
because and you could tell your husband there's other ways to get protein
I
other.
do. Say I can eat other stuff. I'm getting protein. I'm fine.
Right, right, right. Yeah. A lot of people brought up with meat and potatoes, right? That's the only way you're going to survive. But no, I'm getting this is well, you're just very connected to the animal kingdom, you know. Animals, like all animals, you just love them and they're your friends. It's like eating your friend, just like eating your pet. Um, Yeah, that I had a very similar thing too in Italy. Yeah. And it's like what? Because it tastes like chicken, right? For some reason chicken's okay, we feel, but eating a rabbit, like but it's a different culture and it's a different time, and it's just yeah, we can look at that, but that's not sympathy and empathy. That is just understanding of really everything is vibration. Everything is energy. This table, this chair, this, and it's just the energy of that animal. And if we looked at a lot of different cultures, they feel that when you ingest the food of a certain animal, that you take on their their mana, their power, and shifting the thought of, those rabbits and those beef, and they're here, they're part of the circle of life. And
Mm-hmm.
we need we need food to survive. And that's part of the energy of what keeps us going. But we could choose, I mean, we don't have to eat meat. We don't have to make it that way. We can still survive, but it's it's understanding that it's all here for us. And it sounds very selfish in a way, but everything here is like everything in your world is serving you to
Mm-hmm.
raise your vibration. It's not that we are killing other species and other animals. It's like that their purpose, maybe their purpose in life was to feed us.
Mm-hmm.
And by us denying that, like the worst thing would be for them to be killed and no one to eat it, or just sit there and rot and
Mm-hmm.
that like it wasted away where it could be used for the benefit of others. So it's kind of an advanced concept, and understanding that is like when we look at everything in our world, um, it's built on a chain reaction. So the whales, my next oracle deck is going to be the whales. So I've been looking a lot at whales. The whales, huge animals, feed on tiny little plankton.
Mm-hmm.
And the idea that, and then they try to eliminate or kill the whales, and then and they thought that the plankton, okay, now the whales are gone, they're not going to eat all the plankton, and they thought the plankton would multiply like crazy, but they didn't. They actually receded, the numbers went down because the whales weren't there to eat the plankton, which causes more plankton to get created, which, it creates this cycle of life.
Mm-hmm.
And if you take out an element of that, the cycle is not flowing freely. And it's not like the plankton is going to suddenly flourish because there's no predator. It's like, no, they need that predator and that flow because they realize that yeah, certain plankton are going to be eaten and then we're going to produce more, and that's we understand that. So yeah, it's kind of an advanced concept, but part of it, your personal journey is let's we can deep dive into that.
I would love to know, like,
Yeah,
where.
because that would be like, let's go, we'd have to go into like a slight hypnosis or past life where we go into that meditation and we see what comes up from that.
Okay.
But yeah,
Well,
it's
thank
quickly touching on things. Yeah.
Well, I
All
think
right.
our time is up, right?
Yes, unfortunately. Do you want, let's look at the next time when
Well, and I need to pay you because I still owe you for today and the
yeah.
next two. So,
So yeah, you want to meet in December. We could do it December 8th.
that would just be like 3 weeks though, right?
3 weeks. Yeah, I think so. So what, wait a minute, what are we at now? One,
Okay, so I think we're at the 17th, aren't we? Or yeah,
two,
we're
three. Yeah,
17. Can we
so
do it
maybe
like,
the 15th or
yeah,
whatever.
let's do 15th would be perfect.
Okay. So now with the time difference, now we can at least, now it's a 2 hour time difference. Before it was a
Okay,
3 hour. So that's why I thought you probably thought it was for me 9 o'clock. I know. Anyway, what time for you works on the 15th?
I'm fine. I'm so flexible. So you tell me. December 15th.
9. So 9 o'clock is your 11 o'clock. No, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. Is
So
that
11 o'clock my
11
time?
on the 15th?
Yes.
Okay. So we got that. And then what credit card do you want to use? I'm not sure I have your
I
old.
think it did. Do you still have the same one I gave you before or no? Oops.
Probably somewhere. I could pull it
I could
up
give it to you again.
if you could just give.
No, that's okay. December 15.
When are you leaving for your trip and stuff like that?
On the 21st.
Oh, okay.
Edit name. Okay, here we go. Um,
At 11 your time.
yes, 11 my time. Okay. Okay, perfect. Let me go grab my card really quick. Ouch.
Sure.
Be right back.
Sorry about that.
Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
It's 4147 3420 2619 5877. It expires on 07/29 and the code is 893
And what's your zip code?
85750.
And your address number.
5620.
Okay, I got it. Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah. There is a Black Friday special that we are doing for our retreat in February. If you thought about coming to Kauai, I don't know.
Oh,
It's going to be 1220 1222 1222, and
uh-huh.
it doesn't include accommodation. I do have one room for accommodation, but it will be let's see, February.
Is this the one that Matthew does with you? Are
Yes.
you? Oh, okay. I was like, why does February sound familiar? I'm like, February?
Yes,
Let me
so we're
write this
doing
down.
it the 16th through the 20th.
Okay.
And yeah, so if you needed a room, we could, so I have the one room upstairs. Matthew's going to be in the, I don't know if you saw the upstairs. And then otherwise, you can get an Airbnb or whatever it is. But
Okay.
yeah, that's the Black Friday special. So you
Is
have
the
till then.
12/22. Okay.
Yeah, I'll send you the info.
Okay, perfect. Yes, please do.
Okay. Well,
Thank you.
have a lovely
And
Thanksgiving.
you too.
Yes. So much to be thankful for. I'm thankful for you.
Oh, likewise. I'm thankful too for everything that's going on in this journey. I am so, so full of gratitude.
Yeah. You look great.
So
You're doing great. Keep up the good work.
thank you. I will watch your session with Seth. I know he had a lot of people. I was with two of the gals that were on the retreat, Luciana and Sarah on 11/11, and we went back to Sedona.
Oh, wow. What a
So
blessing.
yeah, it
Yeah.
was beautiful. Like literally, this journey has opened up so many doors, connections. It's just been amazing. So thank you, and you have a great Thanksgiving.
You
I will see
too.
you next month.
Next time. Aloha.
Okay.